what's just the level of intensity and stress, given that this is the final camp before your World Cup roster comes out? Like, what are you seeing?
I see a lot of intensity. Intensity is insane. We had a chance to play a little bit yesterday, and the competitiveness it's a different level. But in same time, it's hard to sense any stress, and I think that these players are very good into turning the stress into excitement. They're excited to be here. They're excited to compete. They're excited for the World Cup, and they actually create environment of create this fun, energetic, and enthusiastic environment. But at the same time, it is ultra competitive.
Go ahead, Meg. We'll go down the line.
All right, Vlatko, I'll be the one to ask, how is Julia Ertz looking in training this week?
Julia is looking good. She's good. She's competing well. She's fit, and we're happy to have her back. Obviously, she's gonna need a little bit of time to get game fit, to get game ready. But that's why we're here. That's why she's getting in a club team soon to get as ready as possible, and hopefully she performs well and earns her next call up.
Down the line. Golfer? Oh, Mike, go ahead. Yeah.
How much can you tell us about who you're going to play in these two games, and if you can't tell us specifically, how you're making those decisions? Are you going to try and give everybody a certain amount because you want to see them, to make the decisions?
Yeah, so we're going to play a lot of players. This is we understand that this is our last opportunity to see certain players in certain positions. We're going to see. I don't know. I can say we're going to see everyone on the field, but we will see most of them on the field at a certain point in time in these two games.
Vlatko, you've been alternating Murphy and Nair for the past year, 2 years. I assume you'll do it again for these two games against Ireland. At some point, you're going to have to make a decision. Take us through the process of what you're looking at, what you're weighing, what you're gauging as you get closer to having to make a decision on number one.
I wish Philip Poole was here, the coach that is in charge of the goalkeepers, and answer this question more specific, more detailed. But we sure will look into performances first and foremost. Who does well? Who stops the ball going in the net? So that there's no question that will be the first thing that we're going to be looking at, and then from there, obviously, there are so many other things. We'll look at how the back line plays together with the goalkeeper. What is the impact that the goalkeeper has on the team throughout the game? There are different things that we're going to look at. The opponents that we're playing against, how they fit, or certain goalkeeper fits against certain opponents. So there are a lot of things that we're going to look at and make the final decision.
And experience, I imagine, works into that as well.
Experience sure works into that as well. Thank you. Even closer. Oh,
Or if you can get closer to it.
yeah,
Long
okay.
story short, you'll find out against Vietnam an hour before the game. Go ahead, Henry.
Vlatko, you mentioned a bit ago that this is obviously these are the last two games before the roster is named. Are you going to, obviously things can change in terms of injuries, but are you going to come away from next Tuesday's game with a 23 in mind and then you adjust from there, or does it depend on NWSL form over the following months? Where are you at in terms of that?
I'm almost certain that actually, I'm positive we're not going to come out with the 23 in mind, and it's going to be hard for us because we have players that we're still looking at that are not in this camp right now. So the number is a little bit higher than that, but unfortunately, we don't have any other camps. So decision will be made in this camp, but also some decisions will have to be made in between this camp and the next camp. And historically, there was always a camp in between April and pre-World Cup camp. Now the camp is gone, so that's where the performance in the league comes in. And it's not necessarily just a performance, it's the form as well, because there's a group of players that we believe are performing well or have performed well for a longer period of time, a group of players that we're happy with. They just have to maintain a certain level or certain form, and we understand that sometimes they may not be the best, or they may not be as good as we would want them to be in the middle of May. But we know that as long as they don't drop below a certain level, that they're going to be fine. But then there is a certain group of players that every game may matter because they're competing against someone else. Different groups of players are going to be evaluated different before the final decisions are made.
And if I could just follow up on that, like in light of all that, you have like somebody like Cat Macario has not been with his team, and should, by the time the World Cup roster named, she won't have been with the team in a year. What do you need to see from her over, if and when she gets back with Lyon, and B, like, is it a worry at all that she won't have, interacted with these players on the field, leading into the World Cup?
Yeah, so first of all, we need to see performance. We have to see her on the field. Like you said, we haven't seen her on the field for a year. Kat has to get in a professional environment, play professional game, competitive games that matter. So we're able to see, because we all know that Kat has potential to be one of the best players in the world. We have all seen that a year ago, but we don't know how good she is right now. Nobody knows. And until we see that and we're given a chance to evaluate that, we can't make any decisions about her. But if she proves that she deserves to be in this environment, and we believe that she can help us win the World Cup, then she's going to be here.
Our Irish friends.
Thanks, Vlatko. Ireland have a particularly painful record against the US women's national team. So played 13, lost 13, conceded 48, and scored just once. But obviously this team is in a very different place. I just wonder kind of what you've seen from Vera Pauw's Ireland and what you're expecting over the next kind of 4 days from them.
Obviously, this is a different Ireland team. It is very organized, very disciplined team. They're hard to score on. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, they've only given up 1 goal in the last 9 games. That just speaks a lot of the difficulties that we're going to have with this team. But there's a reason why we chose to play this team. We knew it's going to be tough. We knew it's going to be difficult. We knew that they're going to present different challenge, and that's what we need. We need difficult opponents. We need different opponents, and we need to learn in these 2 games how to deal with difficult opponents, or how to deal with the difficulties.
Go ahead.
Just a follow-up. Vera told me a couple of months ago when these games were announced that she has met you a couple of times and you've met her and you've interacted. I'm just wondering what you see in her as a professional coach, and also given everything that's gone on in this country in the last few years, how do you think the country here will react to her presence?
I don't know how the country is going to react to her presence and what everything that's been going on, because I haven't really seen or heard anything right now from the surroundings, from the community, but on the field and the interactions that I've had have been extremely professional, and the product that she puts on the field as a coach has been very good too.
What else? Go ahead.
What are your thoughts on Austin? Have you got to see any of the local things the past week so far?
Yeah, we love Austin. We love Austin. We were here 2 years ago for the first game ever, and the city showed up. The support that we got was amazing, and we expect nothing less. We see this with Austin FC on a weekly basis, that the city is behind the team no matter what, and we expect that to have the same support tomorrow as well.
And Austin FC's been great host over at the training center for us.
Amazing facilities.
Yeah.
Yes, great host.
I guess I was going to kind of follow up. Are you happy to make this kind of part of the rotation of locations you go to?
Absolutely. I mean, it's a great city, great support. The stadium is amazing. Austin FC have done an amazing job accommodating our needs when from the training perspective. So there's no reason not to do it.
Ann.
Hi. I wanted to talk about Sophia Smith a little bit. She has had a very quick rise kind of on the international stage. And I'm wondering, are you surprised with, you know, the way she has kind of really kind of taken control of her position and her role on the team?
Yeah, so with the thing with Sophia, you said she's had a quick rise, but because people are seeing this last part of Sophia Smith. Sophia Smith rise on the international stage first, it's not there yet because she hasn't really done much on the international stage. I think that she's at the very beginning, but that's the first thing. And second thing is Sophia's rise on the international level started in 2020. I remember her first, or 2021, it was against Netherlands, was her first cap. So it's been 3 years. She didn't make the Olympic roster, and then obviously her performances in the league were tremendous. That she earned her call-ups back. So she hasn't really had it easy or quick. She had to face some adversity. She had to face some tough times. I know I've had some tough conversations with her, but from every conversations and every moment, she just rised above and was better and didn't have any setbacks. But every time, it's when it seemed like she had a step back or she had a tough moment, she took it as an opportunity to grow and get better, and that's why she's at where she's at now. She performs very well. We're very happy where she's at, but I don't think we've seen the best of Sophia Smith because when we talk about international level, the World Cup is the best test.
Go ahead, Dree.
Could you elaborate a little bit?
Wait for the mic there, my friend. It's right behind you.
Could you elaborate a little bit on your tough conversations with her? Generally what you said?
Yeah, I mean, there have been numerous conversations, and Sophie's incredible player. She's got incredible, just amazing potential, and I trust her abilities, and I feel like she trusts me that I can help her develop and help her grow. Like one of the tough conversations was announcing or telling her that she's not going to go to the Olympics. That's not an easy conversation, but she took it very well, very respectful, and it was almost like a challenge, meaning that when you get back from the Olympics, you'll see what I can do, and which was great. That's what we wanted. And even the last after the last game, she comes in camp after scoring 3 goals, headshake, and everybody's happy and talking how good she is. My first conversation with her was that it wasn't quite good enough because I felt like she could score 1 more. And that was a conversation that we had, and she, like I said, she's so good about it. She takes it so well, and doesn't want to settle for what is good, or just in the moment, or what is good in NWSL or against the team that she performed. She wants to be the best, and will take any advice.
Go ahead. Is that Sinead back there?
Yes. Which Republic of Ireland player in particular will you need to keep an eye on tomorrow night?
I mean, that's not hard to predict. Obviously, McCabe, amazing player. I think that her ability to break defense and to find players in dangerous moments are tremendous. And then Denise, we're very familiar with her. She's an engine for the team, and You know, the way we describe Denise is a player that any team would love to have on. So two amazing players, but like I said, they're two great individuals, but they're just a great collective, great team as a collective.
Anything else for Vlatko? One more in the back. Go ahead, Jeanette.
You talked about Rose before, and you credit her on her positioning, getting the ball in between the lines, and being able to turn it and run back. In that match against Brazil, you did mention you wanted to see something more, a little bit more from her. Can you talk a little bit about that? What you're looking for?
Yes, I think that her position has been great. She gets on the ball in the areas that we wanted to be to get on the ball on, but. I think that she can be just a little more impactful once she gets the ball, the final pass, whether it's or the final action, whether it's a shot, pass, or a cross, and that's the area that we're working on with Rose.
Excellent. Thanks, Vlatko.
Thank you, everyone.